Good afternoon and welcome to another video with the very strange but hopefully enigmatic insect man, namely me. I thought I'd do a video because I've put up the bat boxes and I wanted to see what you think, to give you some advice, some more tips what I've learned after doing a bit of research online, and hopefully get some feedback. So this is an east facing wall of my neighbour's house. They've just built this. This area here, by the way, was destroyed when they pulled the tree over, and I've seeded it with wildlife flowers which are doing really well. It's like going to be really awesome when they come out. I've put some dogwood in there, some blackthorn and some hazel as well, to try and replace the hedge which goes all the way up, because that was destroyed as well. I wasn't a happy bunny, as you can imagine, being a bit of a environmentalist. So this is, I'm pointing west now, so I've put the bat boxes all the way up here, both of them together on a post, and I wanted to firstly explain why I've put them there and then talk about health and safety. Ugh, hate that word, but when you're putting something on your boundary with your neighbour, you need to make sure it's safe, because you don't want to get sued if it falls over. So I'll show you what I did to secure it. Okay, so this is west. I read online that bat boxes need to be in the sun at least 7 hours a day. So if I turn around, our sun comes up over here, that's east, and it tracks all the way across here, all the way over the house till about 3 PM and goes down here, which is my neighbour's house. So these guys, it's facing just south of east, so they'll get at least 7 hours of sunlight, direct sunlight, maybe even 10. The reason for the pole, I can't put it on my house or my neighbour's house, obviously, because that's where my boundary is. But I read online that bats are more attracted to buildings and poles than they are if the bat box is on a tree. Now, the only reason I can imagine that this is the case is because on a tree you're probably in a shaded area, so you get less sunlight. There's also natural predators. Trees are inherently got ways to climb up, and maybe bats are averse to going on them for that reason. Also, if they're on a building, then obviously you get residual heat build up during the day and it stays warmer at night, and often the buildings are, you know, heated, so there's good reason behind it. Poles, I'm not so sure. I mean, hopefully this way it will get warm. I've painted them black, obviously to keep a bit more heat, and after the sun comes sort of past that point, maybe the residual heat from the house behind them will also keep them warm. Who knows? Okay, so from a fixing point of view, this new tanninized post that I've attached them to goes all the way down past the lattice work here, and it's fixed on in so many ways I couldn't do any more. It's from the side, all tapped and drilled and fixed all the way down. I've even secured more screws down the front here just to give it that added sort of safety. And then the final thing I've done is put in sandwiched between my concrete post and the bat pole, I've put another piece of wood which is screwed in, and then that is got some galvanized wire through the concrete post, all tightened and twisted together to make sure that if, God forbid, something happened in a hurricane, that it would still be secured and it would only flop over and not fall off. But I really can't see it falling over. You don't want to make it too stiff that it just snaps. I mean, trees have flexibility for a reason. They're not designed to be stiff, and I don't want, you know, I want it to sway naturally. I just don't want the bottom to move, because that's where it's fixed. Obviously, regularly check any habitats that are on poles. Check them every year to make sure they're safe. And there, for a final thing, I've then glued all the seams. I don't know if you can see the white glue there, it's just going off. But there's no way, unless somebody were to hang on that, and even then I don't think it would move, there's no way they're going to come down. The actual backs of the bat boxes, I've got like 5 tapped screws in as well, but I can undo them if necessary to put new ones up if they eventually rot. So hopefully, all being well, I think may get some bats. Who knows? I don't have many bats in this area anyway. This is the problem I've had all along. I've only seen a few bats in the time I've been here, so you know, it's hard to attract something that's not there to see it. But hopefully we'll have to see. But if you've got any tips for me, I would really appreciate it. And the same token, if you want to any advice on anything, not just bat boxes, but other habitats and wildlife gardening in general, just drop us a note below and I'll be more than happy to help. Have a good day.